Reeves had 28 points, 6 threes in a game against Georgetown a couple of weeks ago. It's really Duke that they'd like to get going, and there he gets.
Good look.
His first field goal.
They run some great quick hitters on him.
Last night, we didn't have a shoot around today. I just felt like we need to get out there and play.
Monroe just made a three for Providence. Gets it to Duke. Covered by Enzi. Duke, little simple.
Scoreless still tonight as Duke launches.
Offensively, not just defensively when you have 2 fouls.
Duke from distance.
To referee until today. Anyway, so you're talking.
Pretty incredible. One of the great stories in the sport. Duke gets after it.
Nice.
The give ahead to Reeves from Benning, and Horkler with the board. Duke open floor. You can't.
Friartown, and what Ed's done with 7 straight postseasons, 5 straight 20.
By Williams is that he succeeded.
Oh, come on now.
I failed in my hometown, but I did.
Counseling, at least for me, for anybody that wanted to listen to his advice.
But that's Ed Cooley. He is about understanding an
attitude based off the graphic you just saw.
And you also recognize that North Carolina and Texas have gotten involved in some pretty good games over the last.
Wildcats have not led in this one. More pressure now mounting on the front.
Is take a lead, and every time they get an opportunity, they've had a turnover, they missed the shot to put them in a position where they can actually take a lead.
On track. 11-0 run now for the Crimson Tide.
Boy, Nate Watson started off the game 2 for 2 from the field, scored the first 5 points for Providence. Hasn't had a shot attempt since.
Watson the rebound. Ed Cooley is not one that's going to hide his emotions, is he?
I mean, again, you make sure that Ohio State gets their number of games necessary because they're the team that can represent you in the college.
Off the fake. Was stripped, taken away by Duke. Duke out in front of the pack. David Duke whams it down. The steal by Gant. Here comes Duke again. Duke all the way and one. Craig Gant did just enough to alter that shot. Duke had a
NBA draft pick in 21 years. Here's Jared Bynum, the St. Joseph's transfer. 2 to shoot. David Duke.
So many teams where it's like they're playing great basketball or they've gotten to a point where they're going to make the tournament finally, and it just.
We didn't practice last night. We didn't have a shoot around today. I just felt like we need to get out there and play. Like that.
Work that Dick Vitale does, the work that ESPN does, and the fact that it all goes to cancer research is such a great thing and a battle that we're all fighting.
Croswell sets the screen. Nice coverage by.
Out of here. This isn't for me. That was not David Duke. He stuck around, and it's really paying off now. He's a big-time player in the Big East.
Flash into the step back. Gant wrestles the rebound away after the miss by Mike Miles. Duke in transition. Duke pulls the trigger. Playing on a basket in his neighbor's yard that was an old bike rim nailed to a mango tree.
That's phenomenal. I mean, just the fact that you can make it to this level, it shows you the kind of dedication and just the ability, the natural ability.
Providence, but when you have a guy like David Duke, like Ed Cooley feels really good about how they're going to start this game. In that high post area, he keeps the pressure on you. You got to step up. He can make it. If not,
and he didn't move his feet and try to stay in front of him very well there. Not good defense by the Friars.
Duke, instead of going inside with it. Monroe just made a three for Providence. Gets it to Duke. Covered by Enzi. Duke, little separated with the board. Duke against Bolden.
All of us that have been in hotel rooms and have had to do little mini workouts like that, you can't simulate what it means to be a high-level athlete, and conditioning is going to take some.
Duke, a freight train, all the way. 6. Both teams struggling from distance. Reverse isn't good. Watson with the board. to Reeves. Polycap couldn't hit. Friars looking to run. They've got a 4-on-3. Duke! Up to 5 for 11 from distance. Duke with 10 on the shot clock. Fader. More alley-oop. That was sent away by Duke. Now Providence has numbers. 5-on-2. Gant, alley-oop. Providence with 2 timeouts. DePaul has 3.
DePaul had an issue last season where they were having trouble finishing games.
Duke all the way. Duke down the lane. And in.
Ball up the floor, take pressure off these freshman guards.
Chuck Harris turns it over. Breakaway.
The 90 win.
Offensive rebound and a restart. Here's David Duke, talented freshman class. The freshman contributing 43% of Butler's points this year, as Jair Bolden is short on the mid-range.
And that reputation, and Duke has, not only because he's the leading scorer, but he's also an unbelievable worker.
Find him drive and dish. Now Dave.
Matchups make a huge difference, and Providence has always been a tough matchup for Creighton because they're just built totally different.
Their offensive set for Providence, you have to fight fire with fire. From the corner, being 6'5", Creighton really forces teams into doing what they want you to do, but just so many turnovers early. Duke! Mark is now in double figures with 11. Gets a much-needed rest. Here's Duke with the hand. Anfield. Butler for 3. But that ball has to switch sides of the floor, though. Here's Duke. Oh,
Watson working a little pick and roll, but Breen could not find him.
Ed Cooley told us, you know, those
Fires out of Melbourne Beach, Florida.
Deuce to work. You know, the only time he gets lost is when his teammates forget that he's on the floor and they're trying to find their game.
Already has 4 rebounds. That's 4.5 minutes remaining in the opening half. Reed surveying and gives it up to Duke. Little shot. And another takeaway. Watson clears it. Duke, beautiful move. In traffic, Gant needs some help. That's the right guy to find right there. Duke.
In the window, I know not for you.
In moderation. Yeah. There's Duke.
Points, including the tip-in on the game-winning buzzer beater against the Badgers. Here's Reeves for 3.
And fast DJ Carton is when he gets going downhill. Didn't get to finish. I like him putting pressure on the Friars defense.
The point of the first half. McEwen is going to have his... Who knew? Duke with the Euro.
Step slow. You're going to have 3 or 4 of those games in a season. See if he made up for
Creighton. Yeah, Duke is a good defender. Comes up with a turnover there. Bishop couldn't handle it. Duke going coast to coast. Left it. 9-point Providence advantage.
Little baseline rubs, pin downs, and curl.
Boy, Creighton just really struggling to shoot the basketball.
Jones is good at putting it on the deck. Pull-up jump shot as well.
Nice pass to White.
Irish screen and a pop-out open look.
His first field goal.
They run some great quick hitters on him.
Plenty of time. If you're Creighton trailing by 2, you can play it straight up, but you need to stop.
Gotta go now if you're Providence.
Clock at 5. Duke, the step back. He banks it in.
Full stride into the front court. That one deflected, taken away. Reed, outlet pass. Duke to the bucket. Daniels, that one rims off. Neither team shooting well. Duke on the crossover to the hole. Strong counted. Picks his dribble up in no man's land. 9 to shoot. Top of the arc.
Become that announcers are not always at the games. Coach and I are here, and he gave us a standing ovation before the game by Garcia.
Boy, he's really been struggling lately.
But Marquette gives it right back. Duke from the free throw line.
Their three-point defense at all.
Watson, dangerous pass. Duke chases it down. Duke, deep three. Yes. Scoreless still tonight as Duke launches. And the size advantage over Lewis.
The senior on the freshman.
Instead, hands off for Duke. Another three. Yeah. Very quiet first half. Still not a typical Nate Watson night, but he's made his presence felt a little bit more here down the stretch.
They were trying to run a clear out that time for Duke on the right side.
Duke for three. Yes!
Hoyas got off to such a slow start. Back-to-back strong possessions. Watson gives it up.
Well, we were curious as to how the Hoyas would come out of the extended pause. Last game was 3 weeks ago. Good
Takes it strong, but can't finish it. Providence break opportunity. Ahead of the field.
And so athletic, Miles Cale. 8 points here on the evening. Watson handing back to David Duke. Duke returns it to Watson. I love this pressure by Seton Hall. Just making Providence 3 last time down the floor.
He broke his left wrist in late December. What a luxury it is to have him back. David Duke on the drive. Croswell. A junior from Allentown now with 8. This is a gigantic game for both of these teams, reeling a little bit. Here's Duke attacking on Martin.
For steals last year, he had 74 of them. He's just as big of a threat defensively as he is. Ends up grabbing it. Reeves had 28 points, 6 threes in a game against Georgetown a couple of weeks ago. It's really Duke that they like to get going, and there he gets.
That just breaks your heart as a defense. You play that well and give up a last-second layup.
Duke throws up a 3. Providence will slow it down. Ball seems intent to play it out.
Gotta finish that off.
This is Duke.
Nice.
Fires inside, and Duke starts well behind the arc, working against Martin. It's a long 2.
Mantle from close range after the turnover. He's now 0 of 2 to start from the field.
What a take. That new season over multiple times. And keep in mind, Xavier's got a handful of newcomers and freshmen. And
10th to St. Providence last month. Now it's David Duke. Jones had a quiet first half, and his struggles continue. Now just 1 of 5 from the field. Butler, oh, he was open.
They'll play late in the clock, just like this.
Duke's going to have to hoist.
In Villanova, trainer working on him. We were right there. And certainly wish him a speedy recovery. Duke for Providence ball. Only 2 seconds on the shot clock. Duke, the lob. What? Duke right at Williams. Bounces it to Gant. Duke, oh, gets champ. Didn't get much of an opportunity, and as Ed Cooley told us, it's just a big adjustment. He's 2 of 7 shooting from deep this year. Duke, great fake.
And a little return to sender. The Dookie. No, they didn't recruit him.
Right.
And he remembers that. Duke, a step back. Boy, he's
for them. The pay is awesome. For Ed Cooley, this is his
Bynum. Watson. Teardrop wouldn't go.
9 on the 4-2.
For another look. He feels it right now.
Yeah, but he's really playing solid, though, not forcing the issue.